Hello and welcome to another episode of Ken Training. Today's training is going to be on using rivet nuts. And first let me show you the problem and then I will show you the solution. We're in a conference room right now. We have a bunch of tables in this conference room, and originally the tables came with just regular feet like this. Go ahead and zoom in, Mr. Cameraman. And so it just came with feet that are just regular, a standard foot leveler at the bottom of a table. And then the issue is that because it's a conference room, the requester says, oh, I want classroom style, I want theater style, I want this setup, I want that setup. So the tables just getting pushed all over the entire room. So then we decided to make our lives a little bit more convenient by putting on casters, such as this caster right here. So all we did was remove the existing foot, height adjustable foot. We put on one of these, which is a 1/4 by 20, the same thread pattern as the one that came off, but now it's it's got casters on it, so this way you can push the table around. Now, the problem is that the table wasn't designed to be moved like this, and the amount of metal that we're grabbing was a small amount of metal. Now, Mr. Cameraman, go ahead and show the feet here. You can see, here I am trying to move this corner piece, and you can see that the wheels are just completely falling apart. So basically what happened is that the job just simply didn't last. The one that fell apart, if you can zoom in on the threads, you can see that these threads are just basically destroyed because it wasn't grabbing enough metal on the leg of the table. Now, let me show you. You can see right here that the table is circular, approximately 2 inches in diameter, and it's hollow on the inside. So the amount of metal that it's grabbing is approximately, let's just say, 3/16 of an inch, or something like that, maybe even just 1/8 of an inch. Let's just say it's only grabbing 2 threads. 2 threads is unacceptable. Obviously, the wheels are falling off, making our life miserable. So, in the process, what we're doing to fix the problem is we're using this right here. And go ahead and zoom in on that right there. These are threaded inserts, or as the manufacturer calls them, let's see, these are called flanged rivet nuts. These are 1/4 20. This is from Grainger. There's your Grainger part number right there. Go ahead and zoom in on the sticker. And you can see these are 5NNG5 is the Grainger part number. Now these particular ones are aluminum. Now on these 1/4 20s, there's a good amount of thread inside there so that when you use your caster, it's not just catching 2 threads, it's catching however many threads are in here. Let's just say 8 threads or something of that nature, allowing us to really move the tables and not have to worry about destroying the casters from going from a good thread pattern to this wasted thread pattern right here. Now, let me also show you, this is the tool that you use in order to work with these rivet nuts right here, and we'll show you how that goes. You have to use a specific drill size depending upon the size of the rivet nut that you have. In my particular case, the drill size is 21/64. Now, when you see if you can zoom in on this page right here. This is the page from Grainger, and I've highlighted the section of the part number that I purchased. Now, I'm just going to go across the page from left to right. So the first thing it asks is, what's the thread size? In my case, it's 1/4 20, because the threads that I'm dealing with on my casters are 1/4 20. the next is what nut type do I want? In this case, it's flanged. They have flanged, flushed, and flanged curled or knurled. Flanged knurled, that actually looks pretty stout as well. But we ended up going with just smooth flanged, which is this right here, the part right here. Next, this is very important because depending upon which one you buy, it has to work with your application. In this case, it's asking for the grip range. So the first thing you need to do is you need to determine the size of the metal that you're dealing with, and then make sure that it falls within the boundaries of the grip range in order so that this exact rivet nut works with the product that you're working with. In my case, it is 0.079 to 1, wait a minute, it's a little hard for me to read, 0.138. 0.079 to 0.138. And my metal did fall within that distance, so it mates up appropriately. Let's see, what's next? The body diameter is just the diameter of this, and it tells you the drill size. In Granger, in mine, they just used a some type of a code Q, but it's actually with the drill bit we're using is 21/64. All right, so that is from the Granger's website. This here is the actual nuts that I purchased. There's the Granger part number, gives you the description, 42 a bag, and each bag is about $13.67. So in my particular case, I got 2 bags. Now, on the casters that I ordered, this here from Amazon.com, this is on the casters that I ordered right here. They call them Ojane 2-inch casters with 1/4 by 20 by 1 inch length. It comes to a 4-pack, $12 for a 4-pack, so it's about $3 per caster. That was the price that I paid per caster. So now you get an idea of my total job cost on everything like that. Okay, so that's the reason why we're doing it, is to fix our tables. You got an idea of exactly all the tools and also the stuff that we're doing. So we're going to get going on our worst table right here, and then we'll show you the rest on video. Alright, so here's the table. We just flipped it upside down. These 2 casters just fell out, so I don't have to worry about them. I'm going to just take my wrench here, try to pull it out, but I'll be honest with you, these puppies have been so stripped out, some of them, that they're not coming out. That's one of them. Let me try this one right here. Alright, this particular one, it looks like the threads are still somewhat intact because it is actually allowing me to take it right out. So that one's still okay. We'll just save that caster for another job. This caster here, say goodbye to it. And gone from me in this job. Okay, now that we got that, we just put that to capture the shavings. Go ahead and pull out. Okay, there it is right there. I'm just going to do this one here so you guys can see the whole job. Now, grab my tool. Now my particular tool is made in Taiwan, and it is old and it is junky. So it requires a little bit of working into. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the threaded rivet nut, thread that on, get it threaded on nice and as much as possible, put that in there, seat that all the way. It's a tight fit, it's because it's a tight drill bit. Now, it's just about there. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and squeeze my handle here, and that's going to compress inside in the crimp zone area. That's going to compress that, it's going to make that up. Now, normally you would just be done right here, but on mine, because this is a little bit longer on the rivet nut, I actually need to screw it in a couple threads so I can just get another bite. Really, really crimp it down. So there it is. That's 100% crimped. And that is installing the rivet nut. And the only thing that's left to do is put on my brand new caster, which is right here. And I just put that on, thread that by hand, and then just put it on with a wrench. And then once that's in there, that is a solid connection. I don't have to worry about that particular caster. I don't have to worry about the same thing happening. That's going to last a good long time. Come on over here, Mr. Cameraman. These tables are all done. You see how well these things wheel around. The casters don't fall out. Everything is 100% solid. That is the goal that we're looking for, so we can move around these things. The ones that we soldered off, and that's just trash. Now, I'm going to do one last thing for you folks. I am going to show you what it looks like inside the table. This is the part that you can't see. So I'm going to burn and just destroy one of my rivet nuts. So it's about 8 cents. Don't tell anybody. All right, here we go. I'm going to just get that in nice and tight. All right, now I'm going to use the table as a contrast so that you can see it. Go ahead and zoom in. The area that you want to see is right down here. Okay, I'm gripping it, and you see what's happening there? It is crimping that metal together. Now, this is the reason why I need to get a second grip on mine, because mine was just a little bit loose, the way that it worked out. Here's my second grip. Now you see that? I am gripping that 100%, and that is making the tight fit inside of the table. This is exactly what is happening here. Okay, so that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you have enjoyed what you saw. If you liked the video, please click on like, and that's it. I'll see you later.